party.
This is right. This is Spirit giving what Spirit does. And that is, you're a piece of the Creator. And that is a joyful piece. And so, let's get with it, basically.
Yeah.
So I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Angie, for doing that.
And I want to share that people might think, Monica, you're always in this vibration with Kryon and you're on this enlightened path. And I have my human stuff as well. And for me, listening to that channel, I have to say there were such beautiful messages for me personally. It's like Judah was talking to me personally, and a beautiful reminder that my relationship to the Creator is probably the most important relationship can exist. And when I'm reminded of that and step into that, it's like all the other human stuff, rhetoric going on in my brain dissolves. And so I just deeply, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for bringing through Judah. So beautiful.
And this it leads us to another wicked related question to what Monica just said, and that is, there's many who perceive limitations that they have, and it's perhaps all subconscious, but it's very real. They're obstacles that we are holding next to us so personally. How do we get through that to get to the truth?
Yeah, many times, Judah has said, fear is always built on a lie. Deal with the lie and the fear will die. And so, any sense of lack or limitation that we have is a lie. And sometimes, boy, those tangible material, evidences, it seems, around us will tell us otherwise. But we just have to tap back into our inner being. And in our inner being, we feel the expansiveness of the love. There's there's a scripture that I love. It says, nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing. And so Judah keeps encouraging us. We have our tough days too. Boy, we have some really dark days. Whoever coined that phrase, dark night of the soul, well, we'll call it dark night of the ego. It's a thing. It's a thing that happens, But in that, we still know, even when we feel like we can't connect, that God has not left us. Source has not left us. Angels are still there. And when we get on the other side of it, we remember it. We remember it again. And there they are. They're right there for us. They've been there all along.
So what advice do you have for anyone tuning in and watching right now who are in the process where you were, 2 years of chronic pain? I mean, when you're going through the eye of the needle, it's so, can't even put words into it, because I've been there and you've been there. So what advice do you have for someone going through that now, not on the other side of it, they're in it?
Okay. Well, and I'll share too, I had a moment, an experience of a few minutes where I almost felt as if I was in hell. And I thought, if I have to go through 5 more minutes of this, I don't know if I'll survive it, right? So just know that to the degree that you're experiencing hell, you're going to experience heaven. Because now the heaven that I experienced with Judah is so profound that I can't even remember the hell anymore. And, the way we get into that heart space, this is what Judah taught me, to get into that heart chakra and be okay, no matter what's going on in our life, we come to acceptance. And so I would sit in that chair and I would say, can I let go of wanting and needing to be healthy? And can I let go of wanting and needing to be sick? Can I let go of wanting and needing to be healed? Can I let go of wanting and needing to be healthy or unhealthy? And I just kept working on that in meditation until I literally became okay with whatever. Whether I live, whether I die, it's all in the hands of my maker, and it will be exactly what it's supposed to be, and I surrender. And it's not something you can just say like a mantra. You have to actually experience it. And so my why in everything I do with Judah is this: to give people experiences of divine love and wisdom and high consciousness energy so that they can be free and achieve their enlightened state.
How would you differentiate? Because I heard everything you said and completely understand it, but there's always the part of me that's the investigator and the reporter. So how do you
I like that part.
how do you distinguish between let go and let God, which is not what we teach, because Kryon says you are in control and you're empowered. How do you differentiate let go and let God with surrender?
Yeah.
Exactly. Let go and let God. Well, let go and let God was always a tough one for me. When people would say that to me, I would think, I don't know how to do that. Can you explain to me how to do that?
Yeah, and I always had trouble with it because it's a cop-out. Like, I'm not responsible.
Yeah,
let go and let God. It's like, no, you are responsible.
It's let go of your baggage and take care of your magnificence.
Yes, but yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what surrender looked like for me. Surrender for me was to buy the truth. The truth is whatever's going on inside of me or outside of me, that I've created it. And, it's easy for us to get excited about the good stuff when we create the good stuff and we're manifesting the good stuff. But can we really take responsibility and own the yucky stuff? And I had to buy the truth that I had created this illness for a purpose and a reason, and accept that. And so for me, surrender is that whatever's going on in my life, whether I want it or don't want it, I tell myself the truth that I've created this, and I function as if I've created it, even if I don't understand why. There are things, traumas that I've been through as a young person. I hear heinous traumas and things that other people go through. And it's a difficult thing to accept, but I encourage them. You may not know or understand why, but your soul chose this for some reason. So let's live and operate as if we created it. And that is how we surrender, I think.
I think too, what you just shared with us, for me, it's like another little penny clicking in. Yeah. When you surrender, okay, I created it and let's move forward, you move past resisting. And because you want to keep resisting that horrible, icky, yucky stuff, it doesn't feel good. But the more you try and resist, that takes energy, resisting something.
Yes, and one of Judah's acronyms that they gave us is no jar, no judgment, no attachment, no resistant. And so I actually have a little jar in my kitchen that says no jar on it.
I love that.
Yes. So we don't judge whatever's happening. We don't judge it as good or bad. We don't judge it as right or wrong. We don't judge ourselves. We don't judge others. We don't judge the political system or the circumstances or the war. We don't judge any of it. We just know that there is a source out there that's ordained everything that's happening, and that he's not asleep or she's not asleep at the wheel. and then, giving up our attachments to our roles. I even had to give up my attachment to my role as a wife. I wasn't able to cook dinner. I wasn't able to do laundry. I wasn't able to be that grandma that I wanted to be when I was sick, right? And so I gave up my attachments to my roles. And then, as you said, dropping the resistance. If it feels resistant, just dropping it. And sometimes doing nothing is the best strategy ever.
Oh, beautiful.
We've found that to be true as well.
Yeah. Well, I want to let everyone know there are some amazing special offers that have been prepared just for our community.
For us.
You'll see that offer in the chat. And if you're having to watch the replay, that link to the offer will be below the video. The website, go and check out thejudahchannel.com. And Angie, this has been so wonderful, so helpful for me personally, so I know it's also going to help all those tuning in. Are there any final words you want to share?
Just that we love you guys so much. We thank you for blazing the trail for us, and we just send all of our love to the Kryon family. And if there's any way we can serve you, we're happy to do that.
Oh, my goodness. She is
close,
part of the Kryon family, the Judah family.
Let's keep her around.
Yes.
All right, that's great.
Yes, absolutely.
Please. I'm going in your suitcase, wherever you go.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lee, it's always a delight. Soul
Wonderful.
family meeting soul family.
All right,
isn't it?
I think we're gonna put her in our suitcase. And take her around
Yeah,
in that,
absolutely.
okay?
She already said she's coming
Yes.
in our suitcase. So
Lovely.
what we're going to do now is take a break, and we'll see you back here very soon for the Circle of 12. Well, welcome back, everyone. Wasn't Angie a delight, Lee? And I love that.
Was it? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that I love when people who come to the Kryon meetings and then they have this amazing gift that gets awakened, and they are now awakening others. So here's the point of me saying that is because you watching this program, I get so excited thinking about what you are going to do in the future and how many people you are going to awaken.
Agree. I also like the way Judah came in. And that
So
was
fast.
like unexpected.
Yes.
It was like, why don't you have Judah? And there it was like, there was so, and this tells me that you have this beautiful, loving entity that can hardly wait to talk to us.
Exactly. I felt that so excited.
Yeah.
Like Judah was like, right there.
Right, yeah.
Come on, let's get going. Let's give the message.
That's great.
And it means that there's this beautiful meld 24/7.
Oh, that's
Thank
like
you.
crying.
Yes.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Angie.
Thank you, Angie. Well, it's time again to do what we call miracle moments. And one of our favorite sections of the program is this one. We love to share people's healing and success, and we love to involve our wonderful group of viewers in helping others to heal. Now, you can find the miracle moments section in your membership portal, and that's always where you can request prayers of help and benevolence for yourself or someone you love. It's also a place where you can share your miracle with us. We truly love hearing about all the miracles that have happened. It could be a miracle that heals the heart. It could be a miracle that heals emotions. It could be amazing synchronicity, any of those things. Or it could be a physical healing of the body. All miracles are worth celebrating. And so I'd like to ask Monica to share a miracle moment which happened to one of our Circle of 12 members.
And this miracle moment, it was shared in the membership portal. It comes from Catherine, but I actually had to read through it several times until I could do it without what I call compassion tears welling up. It's so profound. It's so beautiful. And even when I shared it with Lee, he was deeply moved, as was I. So Catherine says, my beloved soulmate passed back to spirit. Before he passed, he was transferred to a regional hospital in Victoria, Australia, although he was supposed to be transferred to Melbourne. Due to bad weather, he had to be transferred by road ambulance instead of helicopter, and this meant he was accessible for me to visit. And from the beginning, things did not look good for him. So I said to him, "Just try, David." I also told him that I might not be able to be with him if he passed. So this is my miracle. I was able to be with him when the time came. I realised, as the doctor told me, that the life support machine was the only thing keeping him alive. That's when I realised my beloved wanted me to be with him at his last moment in this earthly life. I kissed him and said, "Do not worry, David. I love you. Do not be afraid. I will stay with you." And that's when he half opened his eyes and looked at me, and I stayed as they removed the life support, and he passed away peacefully at 1300 hours. It was such a privilege to be there with him. The other miracle is my journey to find Healing Wednesday, to have gained the knowledge I have about life after death. He only leaves his earthly body behind, and his spirit lives on. Though my humanity kicks in, it is wonderful to have time with him in spirit. Thank you, Healing Wednesday. Thank you, Kryon, Lee, Monica. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Catherine. And gosh, it still kind of wells me up with such emotion, with the profundity and the beauty of that experience. So thank you for sharing And I hope those of you tuning in feel uplifted by Catherine's story of life after death. If you are grieving for someone you loved, know that they are here right now. In fact, I feel David's spirit so happy that we are sharing this, and there is such elation going on behind the scenes right now. Oh, so beautiful. Let us now help give solace and comfort to those who are asking for our help, and that's what we do best as light workers and old souls. So I invite you to close your eyes and allow every part of your body to relax. Put yourself in a position where you can be completely comfortable, relaxed and supported, at ease. And in this place of comfort, support and ease, allow your breathing now to slow down a little. Allow all the tension in your body to dissolve. And place your attention on the area of your heart. And as you continue to breathe, be aware that right now in this moment, all of our beautiful, loving, compassionate hearts are sharing a synchronized heartbeat. There is a coherence of energy being created between all of those who would take the time to sit and send energy of compassion, love, and benevolence to those who are requesting our help. And so there are many, many names and situations that have been listed, both past, present, and future. All names and situations are known at a quantum level by that magnificent part of our soul and by all the angels, all the angelic realm, by Kryon, by Spirit, by Judah, by all the loving entities. Every request is known. And so let us send a wave of comfort, support, love, acknowledgement. Physically hold the hand right now of everyone who is requesting our help. And there is nothing to do, there's nothing to say. It is simply the mere presence of our desire to be there in support of that other person as they move through whatever challenge they face. We are there holding their hand metaphorically, lifting them up, telling them they are magnificent, and that in the eyes of God, the eyes of the Creator, whatever name you have for Spirit, they are seen as perfection itself. And let us extend our hands to now include every brother and sister on the planet. And that as we hold the hands of our brothers and sisters, all we need do is look at them as the way the Creator looks at us and see the divinity that is within each person. And that is enough. And now we will gently hold this visualization of a coherent earth as we move across to Kryon.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon. Come a little closer. This is the Circle of 12. Earlier on, Judah came through. Now I have a secret. I know Judah. And so do you. It's interesting how those who channel have obtained the names of those that they are channeling. And quite often, it is given to them by those they are channeling. In my case, I told my partner the name Kryon. The name has a numerological value, a sound, but that's not my name. And you might find that shocking. You're not Kryon? I don't have a name, dear ones, like you have a name, which is singular. Let me ask you, if you could magically appear in a room with all of your past lives, and we've done this in the Circle of 12, they're all in the audience in front of you, what is your name? What is your Akashic name for 100 individuals that are you? You wouldn't have one. I'll give you one. Spirit, beauty, love, God. Pieces and parts of the whole, all of us are. But we all channel to you either with a name or we say we are a group. But we then often give the group a name. It makes you comfortable, dear ones. Judah is a group, is the same. But did you notice the personality difference with Judah? Raring to go, as my partner says, and very excited to do what? To speak to humanity through a vessel that would allow it with purity. The other side of the veil is bursting to tell you things, because you sit at the crux of change for this planet. Beautiful change. I have someone for you to meet that might tell you about that beautiful change. It's somebody you met one time so far. I'll tell you when we get there. Let's cross that bridge together as we do in every Circle of 12 from the beginning. Take my hand. Let's go. Across the bridge, metaphorically, we walk. The visualization moving from that which you're very comfortable with and know every day to something which is exceptionally special and has a different kind of reality. You, your soul. A multidimensional creature you are, even while you're on earth. But here in the soul where we are going, you can exercise all of that which is metaphysical and multidimensional. It's you. It really is you. Now you may key in to the name on the door that you may go through. Come with me across the middle of the bridge to that place which is your soul, and you are there in all of its beauty, whatever it looks like to you, and you go through that door, and there again is the name on the door. And it's your name, and you cannot see it. You may think you could see it. I have alluded to the fact that it keeps changing. Now you may know a little more about why Kryon is not Kryon. Just as I've said, you are many. One soul manifested as many human beings on the earth for a very long time, old soul. But this lifetime may be one of the most important. This may be the graduate lifetime. Not that you're going to stop coming, but this is the end of an old energy, perhaps, that you are facilitating the solution of. Move with me into this beautiful room, this big room, again, where you will be facilitated by an angel. What this means is you can sit and be loved and feel what this angelic source has to give you right from what you would call the angelic realm. What a beautiful thought that is. I spoke about angels in many of my channels. Today my partner answered about angels, and yet still it's a mystery to so many of you. Real or unreal? Yes, they are real, but they do not appear in the reality of your 4 dimensions as you would expect them to. They can't. Only a part or a piece of an angel can really be with you. It would be too much energy for you to experience the entire package. We've told you something that you might relate to. For those of you who've studied the older scriptures, Moses had an experience with an angel, but he called it a burning bush. That's what it looked like to him. That's the only thing that he had in his reality that even began to be acceptable. And it spoke to him and gave him messages. Dear ones, angels can be almost anything. You can see them and hear them and experience them in any way that you wish to in 4 dimensions. However, here they are beautiful and expansive and multidimensional and colorful, and they have immense energy. You can meet them here at their level. Here comes an angel. This angel you've met one time in all of the series of the Circle of 12, in all of the series of the Green Mist. One time. This is the second time that you will meet the angel who speaks to God, the angel of love, you might say. It's not a name that trips off the tongue of everyone, but it is known. A name given by that angel, so you would recognize it, but it's more than a name. That angel is called Shamuel. Shamuel. This is the angel you might say is needed to take anxiety away from humanity about the future. This is the angel that can sit with you and speak to you in such a tone that it solves all of the problems that create an anxiety with you. This angel moves right through the subconscious and gets to love. This is the angel that clears the things that would allow perhaps peace on earth. It may even be a global angel. This is an angel for the future, Shamuel. Why should such a grand entity from the angelic realm want to come and be here at the Circle of 12? And I will tell you this, for all of you listening, it's the same reason Judah could hardly wait to talk. Because you deserve it. Because you're ready. If you could ask Shamuel, why are you here? Shamuel would say, because they're ready. Let this angel come right through you. Not just hold your hands, but sit with you in the chair, become you if you wish, and soothe that which would create any anxiety with you and show you the peace that actually belongs to you on a daily basis. Waking up without anxiety, moving through the planet as you do in your culture without anxiety, being peaceful even with those who are not. Dear ones, this is the gift you are being given tonight. Shamuel loves you, knows your name, and recognizes you as part of the angelic realm when you're not on earth. This is the key. Shamuel is a friend. Shamuel is family. Shamuel is here for you. Let this soak through you. Welcome it, allow it, be it. Be peace. Dear ones, I am Kryon, in love with each of you, with the old soul that is evolving and developing. That's you. I know who's watching. I see you. I love you. And so it is.